My name is Austin Moffat. I'm the District Sales Manager for NorthStar Genetics for the Red River Valley. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some corn products that we have for this year. First one I'm going to start with is 8525. It comes in a double pro version, which you're seeing here. It also comes in a Roundup Ready 2 version. This would be the earliest corn maturity we have for our northern market. Earliest flowering, shortest stature as well. Pretty decent trait package on this, can handle the tough acres. If you want to put it on some of your better ground, it is very good open husk, early season dry down. GDUs are somewhere around that 1750 to 1780 depending on soil type. The second variety that we're going to talk about today is NorthStar's 81420 in a double pro version, which you see here. It also does come in a Roundup Ready 2 version. This is the first year we've experienced this hybrid in our lineup. We've been looking at it for a couple years and we decided to take it to the commercial market. Also pretty similar trait package as far as performance goes to the 8525. A little bit later, a little bit tighter husks, but pretty similar for those tough acres as well. Can go on some good optimal acres. We're looking for something for our customer base that has a few more tough acres than normal. So this is a good pair to the 8525. The next corn hybrid we're going to talk about is 85369 GT. This comes from the Syngenta camp with the artesian traits. And what artesian traits are, for those of you that aren't familiar, in wet years it really handles the water nicely, and in extremely dry years it has a trait bred into the hybrid that actually causes it to conserve water. So for this variety in particular, I really like it to go on sandier ground or perhaps old beet ground or old potato ground if that's in your rotation. The next variety we're going to talk about in our lineup is 86194. It's kind of been around. It's probably the oldest of what you're going to see here today from NorthStar. It's just that good all-around hybrid. I wouldn't say you're going to see it win plot trials every year, but it's going to be extremely consistent. It doesn't get too tall. GDUs are perfect for our geography, plus or minus 30 miles each direction. This particular variety only comes in double pro, so that is one thing to make sure you're aware of if you have insect problems, whether it's above ground or below ground. The next variety we're going to talk about is NorthStar's 87545. This variety does come in 3 different trait offerings in conventional, Roundup Ready 2, as well as double pro. It's pretty true to its maturity. You do, however, want to keep this hybrid on some of your more productive soils. It tends to get a little bit taller. It does run a true 87 right in that 2150 GDU count, but definitely want to make sure you're mindful of where you place this. It's not a hybrid that can go on all soil types. The last variety we're going to talk about today is 88124, which I know Mr. Garrett is fairly fond of. This is another variety that you're going to want to keep on extremely productive soils. Through us, it's also only available in double pro. It does tend to run a little earlier than an 88 in my opinion. I haven't seen it for the last couple of years. Like I said, extremely offensive, so you want to make sure you place it only on your productive acres.